Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to One Degree of Chunky Be the Garage of Love. And we've got a podcast that is, first of all, way too early in the morning to be doing this. But at the same time, we do celebrate the best sponsor ever. We're not drinking it now because it's about 9 a.m., but we do have Venice Duck always on hand if you want to get your quack on. Speaking of awesome people, we have two crazily awesome people in the audience. In the Garage of Love. Please give it up for my niece out of New York City through Michigan. Say hello to Sara Frost, everybody.
Sara.
Woo! All right. I'm going to put this. I am technical directing, hosting, and just being the man of men. Speaking of men, give it up for a Tony Award-winning, great individual. Love his family. His wife is awesome. His children are awesome. Please give it up for Greg Jbara.
Go Blue.
And the reason, guys, we're putting these people together is because of Greg Jbara semi-influenced my daughter, my niece. I wanted her to go to USC. And then Jbara gets involved, and now they're in Michigan. Sarah, can you tell me what's happened up in Michigan?
So I'm at University of Michigan. I just finished my sophomore year up there and don't have one complaint, even though USC would have been great.
Yes.
So I'm in the BFA acting program at Michigan, which is in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Fantastic college town. Literally the greatest school on earth.
Hey, Jbara, can you back that up?
Go Blue. So wait, where are you staying? What dorm?
So I originally, as a freshman, was in Markley.
Oh, yeah.
On the Hill.
Sure.
Which is the most fun dorm. I was, they put all the theater people and art people up on North Campus, but
yes.
I told them I had chronic nausea on buses, so I couldn't be on North Campus.
And that was fact.
So that was totally fact. And so they put me on Central Campus, even though they're stupid because I take the bus every day now to get up to North.
Oh, right.
So it worked out.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time in Markley.
Oh, yeah.
I was East Quad. Adam's house.
Totally just redid East Quad, West Quad.
I'm not going to say I was just there and saw that, but I was just there and saw that.
Really?
Yeah, and it kind of broke my heart because I missed that cold chill blowing in through those multi-pane windows with the casement cranks.
They totally changed.
It's all redone.
Everything now. It's stunning. It looks like a hotel.
It does. I agree.
Like Lloyd looks like a hotel, and Markley's
and South Quad too.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
I have no idea what they're talking about, people. I have no idea.
This is ball blue talk. Wolverines know.
So what were you doing back there recently?
My mom, who used to live 5 minutes away, just moved back to take care of my
and
aunt.
You guys went to the Gandy Dancer.
Hey, Sarah, can you put your mouth closer to that mic?
Right, we emailed about this, of course.
I know you guys are chatting, but talk a little closer to that mic.
All right.
Right on, perfect.
Yeah, so it was that trip. One of many. If I'm in New York shooting, then I have a day off. I'll go to Detroit because it's a lot closer than here.
It's an hour 10 plane ride.
Yeah, because home for you is where?
New York City.
Like this, you grew up in the city, or?
Did grow up in the city, yeah. Yeah, so it's literally an hour and a half from LaGuardia or JFK.
Yeah, can't beat it.
Detroit's a great airport too.
Hey, Jbara, I got a question.
It is desolate but nice.
Yeah.
I got a question. I know you guys are chit-chatting, and that's exactly what I want you guys to do. But she's my niece.
Yeah.
And we care and adore and love her. When she's leaving Michigan, what do you see? What's the next springboard? What's in her future?
Well, first you have to understand that getting into that program is highly competitive. So the fact that she's gotten in is basically the hard work, because now she's going to get training that's incomparable to anywhere. If you're going to be a musical theater actor, actually, if you're going to be an actor who can also sing and dance, that's the best program that you can go to. And then they serve you up on a platter. When she graduates, she's going to do a showcase in New York. Do they do LA too? Yeah.
So the musical theater program has always had a showcase in New York and Chicago, I think. And our acting program, not the seniors for next year, but my class, when we're seniors, will be the first one that this school is actually going to organize a showcase for us.
For the acting program exclusively.
Yeah, because originally we had to organize it ourselves, which is amazing because the alumni network is fantastic. So everyone's always willing to help out and get something together, even if our school is not financially supporting it. But our year, when we're seniors, will be the first year we'll have a showcase, so we're stoked about that.
So the bottom line is she's set. Because the industry is going to come and see the graduates from the university. Because if you do, although Brent Wagner never claimed me, because I was never there. He's actually about to retire from the musical theater program.
Yeah,
I was
fantastic
actually
guy.
an acting major when I was at Michigan. Founded the musical theater program, but left before I was able to be a part of it because it would require staying much too long.
Yeah.
Right.
But point being, it's going to be a fantastic. She'll be showcased in a way that that most actors who are trying to make it happen anywhere else than in New York City or L.A. and then they show up on their own to go and try and beat the pavement in New York or L.A.
Right.
It's years of knocking on doors, and the great thing is the program she's in will have great training, and then when she's done, they're going to go, "Hey, here's what we just did. Take a look. Please exploit her in every way you can."
Hey, Sarah, my question to you is: do you feel that competitive lifestyle right now on campus?
Not at all, actually. So my class is 20 kids. There's 20 kids in my grade. So we take all of our acting classes together. And then I also, University of Michigan is fantastic because you can take, all other, literature, science, and arts classes. So half my classes are within the general college, which is amazing. But with those 20 kids, we take all of our acting classes together, and then there's about 20 kids, give or take, for each grade.
Okay,
So there's
all right,
less than 80 of us.
Okay, I got that old book stuff.
Yeah.
But I just want to bust down in a reason why I feel really good about this podcast. One, I haven't seen Greg Jbara in months.
It's been too long.
Yeah, I've seen your kids way more than I want to. I mean, no. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, that's all right.
No, I just
No. There's honor the devil.
No, we ran into your family at the baseball field last week. I truly believe, one, that Greg Jbara is one of the best actors. He's only been on stage, and when he brought his wife up there to receive the Tony, which I still think is an awesome thing beyond anything that I can really even comprehend. And one thing I love about my niece, I will never forget the image of you in the Macy's Day Parade, standing next to Mrs. Claus, singing your little heart out. And I'm like, that's my little baby niece.
And he was so proud that the entire LA community was watching as well.
Good,
in support.
because that, 5-foot-long plaid skirt was showcased perfectly.
But here's the deals with this interview. I'm betting, because I sometimes like to gamble, I'm betting my niece Sarah is going to be as successful as Greg Jbara, and I am doing this podcast to have the first interview with Sara Frost.
Yeah.
And guess who's with? Greg Jbara.
There we go. Knock on wood.
Yeah, no, I think that's a very reasonable prophecy.
Before we get back to Sarah, how's things going with I was just about to say Magnum PI.
Yeah. I'm actually down in San Diego right now doing a Harry Nilsson concert.
Right.
Which I'm sneaking in between during our hiatus. For the first time ever, though, we didn't know until the upfronts, May 13th, that we were actually going to have season 6. It's the first time in 4 seasons that we didn't know before we wrapped the season before. So we were kind of hanging on pins and needles. But fortunately, CBS had the wisdom.
Right on.
We have a new season.
That's
Awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to jump over this San Diego thing because your wife did say that you're excited and you're doing something. Break down what's going down there.
Harry Nilsson wrote, "One is the loneliest number that you put the lime in the coconut." He wrote, he sang, he wrote, what's that lyric? We don't even do it in the show. Some in New York City, but like the hit, people, let me tell you about my best friend. Harry Nilsson is one of the most prolific songwriters of the 60s and 70s. And no one ever goes, like I go, and then people go, hey, how's that Harry Chapin thing going? And I go, no, Harry Nilsson. How's that Harry Knuckle thing going? No, Harry Nilsson. So it's like no one goes, oh yeah, like Elton John. Bottom line is we've got this amazing concert that is, it's literally like a pop opera concert. It's not a musical. There's no interstitial dialogue, but it's this wonderful emotional journey that you go on with Alice Ripley, Tony Award winner, and myself, and the incredible Court Norby, who's a native San Diego tenor, and a rockin' band, and Steve Gunderson's arrangements, Javier Velasco's direction and concept, and it's a beautiful thing that we're lucky to be able to mount at San Diego Rep, and then we look forward to taking it around the country after this, in between our TV gigs.
So when are you guys going up? When is it?
Oh, we're actually running now.
Oh, amazing.
And we'll find out today or tomorrow if we're going to extend beyond the 21st of June for one more week. But it'll be coming to a performing arts center near you.
What's your weekly schedule on a gig like that?
On this one's pretty easy. We only do 6 shows, so it's Wednesday through Sunday, Wednesday night through Sunday matinee, 2 on Saturday. But no, typically a Broadway schedule is 8 shows a week.
Yeah.
Right.
So because it's a concert, it's vocally demanding, and it's San Diego, I don't think people leave their house on Mondays and Tuesdays. And some Wednesdays and Thursdays, there's like, you could probably drop a bomb. Although it's improved now that we're open, but in previews it was like, dude. But I think there's like 10 or 20 theater companies in San Diego.
Right.
So to get the people who are there to come see your theater is an amazing accomplishment. So we're actually booming now and doing great.
But you love the stage.
There's nothing better, right?
No.
There's nothing better than live theater.
No.
Look, let me ask you this. Would you rather, well, I know with Billy Elliot, what success you had on that, but would you rather a great theater, a great on-stage show, or like a really good movie? Like, would you like to be more popular in in movies or stage?
Well, there's nothing more gratifying than live performance.
Yeah.
As a storyteller, to every night have a new audience and share that experience, right? The working on camera is great, but
there's no instant gratification.
No, there's no applause. I'll be honest. I mean, other than the director going, "Hey, man, that was great," or "No, that's not what I wanted." But you know what? We're out of time. Let's move on. Which happens.
All the time.
Yeah, sure it does. But the bottom line is when you're when you're working live, you are an integral part of the success of the storytelling of the evening. Whereas when you're on camera, it's great. I love it. I'm grateful for everything that I love the work. But once your work's done, then it's in the hands of a million other people, editors, and things change, and your performance is completely manipulated, and you have no control over that. But so I like the live thing.
I've only started doing just student film stuff at Michigan through our film program,
Right.
Which is phenomenal, and I've never been able to do that in high school or previously. And if I had a choice, because I've never done film, it's more exciting for me now because it's like a totally different it's very collaborative because you've you're one cog in 500 other little cogs.
Completely.
But just hearing, you don't get applause, so that's
And
it takes a huge. It's just totally different.
I found myself like the movie In and Out, which was like one of my first big movie roles. I would go to watch the movie with an audience just so I could hear that the work I did was paying off. To hear an audience response, you realize as a theater actor, you go, oh, that's the only way I'm going to know is if I can hear how the audience responds to the work.
Or sense how they're feeling it throughout the show or something. Even if it's not applause, even though it's just
even if they're
rapt. If they're engaged, totally. Yeah.
Hey, Sara Frost, I'm going to just let everybody know right now. I'm going to just go ahead and make some eye contact with my podcast people. It is June 9th, 2015. This is Sara Frost's first major big time interview. And I just want to let you know the reason why it means everything to me is because of the two people in the room, and we're part of the first interview of Sara Frost. So what we're going to do is we're going to round third, head for home, put a bow on this show, and just say, with all my heart, I am the most proud uncle that I could be. And for you, Mr. Sexy Pot, we're going on 8-9 years of just friendship. Just keep rocking what you're doing.
More like 15. 20, but they fly. It goes by so fast.
Yeah, you guys. All right. This is 1 Degree of Chunky Bee in the Garage of Love. If you're going to drink beer, drink responsibly, but make sure it's Venice Duck. And thank you,
Sara Frost. Sara Frost, you heard it here first.
Done. That's it. Right.
All right,
Jbara, you know how much I love you, man.
No, this is exciting.
Yeah.
10 years from now, this will be trending. They're gonna go, man, God, look at this. Sara Frost, TV movie star. She did this hack thing with her uncle, and that guy who retired from that one TV show.
You were such a D-bag.
That'll be funny.